Good evening from Ball in the City here at Southampton, UK, where we will do our weekly draw for the entries in the KOTE Online tournament. This week we've say goodbye to our first few teams. We have lost, just checking my numbers here, 11 teams so far have been knocked out. There will be a 12th, but some games are overrunning, including my own team Exalted B. That was a disastrous couple of rounds for us, but next time we'll be back. However, Team Exalted A, Tom, you're still in it?
Only by virtue of only having lost the one round where we got completely mullered by Team SAS. Thanks a lot for that, boys.
Well, you'll be glad to know you're currently ranked 29th out of 46.
Okay.
I have devised a complex over-the-top ranking system because I had 5 minutes free earlier today. And so when you see the leaderboards announced and we're waiting for the full image to come back with all the rankings in, the ranking index I'm using is generated by the number of matches you have won, which is your team's games combined. So if your team has won two games, they win one match. Then on top of that, we're multiplying that number by 1 million, and then we're adding the number of games your team has won. So you'll multiply, and then we multiply that by 1,000, and then adding the total number of keys your team has scored. And this is giving us our rankings. This ranking does not impact the draw at all. It was just because people keep asking me, how am I doing in the league? And I go, well, you're either 24th or 1st, as the first round came out. So we thought, let's make it a little bit more interesting. So as we do the draw, we'll announce what position teams are in. I say the graphics are coming hopefully tomorrow from Josie to show you the full rankings, including us poor fellows who have been knocked out. This is the third round of the, as I keep being reminded, second event, not third, because the first event I ran was not a KOTE event. That was just us pissing around with one other team, and we actually won an event that time. We are starting to take suggestions for the rules for the fourth event. If anyone has any ideas, we're throwing around some ideas. I'll be putting polls up over the next couple of weeks. We won't start registration until the end of this one, but I expect maybe a 1 or 2 week delay, and then we'll start the next formal event. It seems like half of France and half of China wants to join, given the messages I'm getting. This is not a bad thing, but if I start having to run 7 rounds, then I don't know how I'm going to manage it. I'll start programming my own tournament system. Great. So, one last thing of note. Thank you, most importantly, to Ian Barnard at Watto's Card Yard for sponsoring the event. The sponsorship is a box of Worlds Collide, 9 decks to the winning team, 3 decks to second place. It is still anyone's game. Anyone can definitely come second, and most teams can still come first. Thank you to Josie, our graphic designer. If anyone is in need of graphic design support, I'll be putting her portfolio up in the group just for anyone to peruse. She's always looking for commissions, keen to continue. We don't have someone coming in. Sorry. Lastly, sorry we are late with the stream today. Today, in Monday, like every Monday, Bitsy runs its weekly Key Forge event. Tom, how did you do?
I don't know yet. We'll find out the results as soon as we finish doing this stream.
Well, you got 3 and 1 though.
I got 3 and 1, so let's see.
And I got 2 and 2, so I'm quite happily sitting here going, wow, well, there's only a mat.
But thank you to Bitsy for hosting us and allowing us to stream this from here.
And we're late because it's sealed, and when we did our timings, we completely forgot to seal to 45-minute rounds. Tom and I, luckily, well, I say Tom and I, Tom set everything up once he won his first game in 5 minutes. Or 10. But the half hour afterwards, we've got everything set up. So we're not running too late. So I'm going to first start by just listing the teams who have been knocked out, and then we'll get on with the draw. I know Tom has to get home. Sorry I was not here last week. Last minute commitments meant I could not be here, so thank you for Carl for stepping in. Right, so the teams who have been knocked out. First of all, Team Exalted B. They were ranked 34th at the knockout point. Well, we were ranked 34th. Then we have Boot Camp number 3 were 35th. Copenhagen Chain Gang were 36th. Team Sloppy Lab Work were 37th. Table Flippers 38. Triforce 39. Pieri were 40. South Wales, and I've been told to say this correctly this week, Snack Lifters, or as I like to call them, Snufflegators or Snuffle Listers, number 3. Cutthroat Researchers are gone at number 42. Jabbergrammers at 43. Team Ambrosi at 44. However, most of these will move down a place because there is one unplayed pairing, which is London Urchins versus Rabbit Hole Halifax. This has to be played by Wednesday this week, otherwise I have a hard conversation to have. So all of these will probably jump down one place, and the loser of London Urchins or Rabbit Hole Halifax will also be knocked out. I hope. So, without further ado, John, are you ready for the notes?
Yep.
So John is behind camera with his pen poised to take notes, and he assures me the system he has today is foolproof. Not that we've had any problems with that part. Everything else has gone wrong, but that part's always worked with him. So I'm going to spin the Tombola of Delights. I'm sure... Do other countries have tombolas?
I don't know.
If you're in another country and you know what a tombola is, please let us know, just for curiosity. So, the first pairing we have. These is all the people who have won 2 matches so far. Is going to be Team Saz, who are currently ranked 2nd due to alphabetical ordering. Or first equal, if you might.
So they're going to be playing?
And they are going to be playing. I like the idea of the card that's spinning each time last time. Bootcamp number 1, who are ranked 9th. So yeah, how bad was Team Saz's decks?
Disgusting.
Did you still want to quit the game, John?
Yep.
And then we have No Kanga Fans in Austria, number 2, who are currently 7th. Against Manchester Maverick A, who are 5th. Then we have No Kanga Fans in Austria 1, who are 1st by alphabetical order. But apart from that, well done, guys. And they are playing number 8, who are PNW Archons. Then we have Good Penny, who are 6th, who are playing Aussie Autocannons, who are 4th. Keeping them in down in number order as well, or
no, just keep it in pairs.
I believe that is all. So we should have so far 8 drawn. So these are all the undefeated teams. I'm now going to take the large pile of single defeated teams and throw them in there in a nicely screwed up fashion as I see fit, one at a time. You can pass them to Tom here to speed this up. I don't believe there is a buy this time, but we will see. But there is for London Urchins and the Rabbit Hole Halifax. There is one that has both their names on it, and the winner of that match will play whoever they're drawn against. Right.
Let's see what we get.
Spinny wheel, what will you give us? Brett, before I continue, Brett Pendragon, who runs one of the streamings, and I will just look up what the streaming is, because I promised to announce them.
All for One Gaming?
All for One Gaming says he's going to keep commentating the events, and he's going to run his next live stream with a shark mask on if he gets enough subscribers on his Twitch channel. We'll be putting his Twitch channel into the group. I know I'm on it. Are you on it, Tom?
Yep. And I'm definitely looking forward to seeing that happen. So let's make that happen if we can, yeah?
Yeah, be much better. And also, the last thing is the Cardiff Prime this Saturday.
Yes.
If you're in the UK, the guys from Cardiff are here today. They're keen to get as many people as possible down to their local event for their Prime. If you're available and can drive to Cardiff in Wales, go along.
And that's at Firestorm Games.
Thank you. That was my next question because I forgot to ask that. So next we have The Void, who are number 19th, versus Team Raw, who are 21st. Then we have Reap Out, who are 15, versus either the London Urchins or Rabbit Hole Halifax, who don't yet have a ranking. Because that was more effort than I had time for earlier, I'm afraid. Then we have Brain Games LV, who are 25th, versus Niffleguts, who are 33. Then we have Team Archimedes, the last event's champions, who are 16th in this event so far. If I'm wrong, I apologise, but I believe they were. versus Guayaquil from Ecuador, who are 20th. Big fans of our Ecuadorian graphic designer, Josie. Then we have 27th is South Wales Snake Lifters. I'm going to get punched next time I see these guys.
Which one? There are three.
Number two. That's a fair point. And then we have the 22nd place, Team Mavericks. I believe they're Hong Kong. You may hear our awards going off next door. Achivosphere. 12th.
Something about for beer. We're all for beer.
Right now, yeah, after the day I've had. The Urchins, 32nd. Team Phi Gorky, who are 18th.
Hang on.
Sorry.
Aye.
We're going too fast for our scribe.
Thank you.
South Wales Snifflifters,
Which
who are
one?
31st, number 1. Versus the Midwest Mavericks, 17. We have lots of teams with the word Maverick in. Team Maverick, Midwest Mavericks, Manchester Mavericks. We have the Imperial Scrotum, who knocked us out, who are 24th. They are playing the Midwest Mavericks, just to be clear. And then we have the Moor Wolfpack, who are 26th. Not many left. Versus the Bristol Pride Rats, who are 30th. Oh, still, actually, there's a lot more still there. Then we have the Key Sharks, who are 28th. Versus Team Exalted A, who are 29th. By pure chance. Then we have Boot Camp number 1, who is 23rd. I don't think you won the map, Tom, by the sound of it.
No, Andy was first.
Yeah, but there's 2 maps.
Yes.
Mega Pingles, who are 14th, which is run by our own mods who are not in this room. Versus the Crucible, who are 13th. And then we have, in 10th place, K-Forge, who are playing the Crucible. And they are playing Manchester Mavericks B. I didn't think we should have a buy, so I'm a little bit curious right now. Let me just get my matters right.
There's nothing in the box.
Yes, we should have a buy. So Manchester Mavericks B, you get the buy, you lucky devils. This means you get the automatic match win, but no key wins or game wins. Are you happy with that suggestion, Tom?
Yep, perfect. That concludes our draw. Thank you very much.
Yep.
All games are played
By this Monday Monday next week, which will be the 27th. The draw next time will be coming live from probably Singapore, which is where I will be at the same time. Bear in mind it'll be 5 a or 6 a.m. for me, so give me a break. But I'll be there from a hotel room without such a brilliant tombola, with a hat and a big cup of coffee, letting you guys know who's knocked out, who's continuing, and how the Team Exalted A will be doing. If anyone's in the Singapore area and fancies a game in the next few weeks, give me a shout. I'm in the area for 3 weeks. Any questions from the stream?
Not a sausage.
Anyone watching the stream?
5 of us.
Wow, we've got up to 5 people. This is going so well, guys. So, thank you everyone. Anything else, Tom?
No, I'll get the video up onto YouTube as soon as I can, and good luck to all the teams. Thanks a lot and enjoy your games.
Cheers. Thank you everyone. Good night.